They say the carousel never stops turning, and from infancy to adulthood, perhaps our only chance at survival is to never stop learning. But how do we learn? How do we grow? How do we improve and progress toward our goals? We learn from our experiences, from our successes and our failures. We learn from the process. And isn't that why you got into teaching? To facilitate the learning process? And how do you do that exactly? How do you help students help themselves? The answer? Reframing for a growth mindset using process-oriented feedback. Carol Dweck, a leading researcher in the field of motivation, describes a growth mindset as the power of believing that you can improve. The power of yet. But to believe that you can improve, you have to believe that results are a byproduct of the process and not the person. So let's take a look at what that means for us as educators as we provide feedback to our students. Whether we are providing praise or criticism, our statements should focus on the learning process rather than the static traits the student may or may not possess. For example, instead of saying, "You are a really hard worker," or "Good job, you're a natural," we might say, "I can tell you worked really hard on this assignment. It is evident you explored multiple solutions to the problem before drawing a conclusion." Or, if a student submits a work that is less than satisfactory, instead of saying, "You made a lot of mistakes, please revise," we might say, "I'd like for you to revisit the assignment and expand on your conclusion. Consider how your life experiences may have influenced your decision." And some final advice: the next time you prepare to grade assignments or provide informal feedback to your students, I encourage you to put yourself in their shoes. Think about how it feels to put yourself out there, knowing that the work you do will inevitably impact the way you are perceived by others. Reflect on those times your dreams have been lost in translation because others viewed your abilities as static traits rather than opportunities for improvement. And then consider the time someone took the time to not only notice but to nourish your potential and how you flourished because of it. And then go and do what you do. Help them help themselves. Keep the carousel turning and be the change you want to see.